Hi, welcome to Yoga 413. I'm Tauni, and today's yoga class is going to be a gentle, slow-paced yoga stretch. Just time for you to de-stress and relax. All you'll need is your mat, and if you haven't done so already, I kindly ask that you subscribe by hitting the button at the bottom of the video. Let's get started. So we're going to begin class today just in an easy seated position on the center of your mat. I want you to take a big inhale and lift your shoulders up towards the ears, roll them back, exhale, relax, let them go. Let's do that one more time. Lift the shoulders, exhale, relax, let them go. Just start to draw all your awareness to your breath, sitting up tall. I invite you to just close your eyes for just a moment, all your awareness to your breath. Allowing that belly to expand with the inhale and draw in with the exhale. So just choosing to relax, to take this time on your mat for you, letting go of any outside distractions that might be on your mind today, even if it's just for a few moments. Bringing your hands to your heart, I invite you to set a personal intention for your practice today, your why you're here on your mat. Just bring those thoughts to the front of your mind. Let's open those eyes, reach your arms up over your head. Exhale down through heart center. Nice and slow. Inhale, stretch. Lengthen the spine. Exhale down through heart center. One more time. Inhale, lifting up, sitting tall. And exhale to heart. So go ahead and release your hands. I want you to drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. And then take that left hand and gently flex and press like you're trying to touch the mat. So just a really nice gentle stretch here for the neck. And then go ahead and lift back to center. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Left ear to left shoulder. Take that right hand, press down towards the mat, and just enjoy that stretch. Go ahead and lift it back up. Tuck your chin to your chest. And now gently roll to the right shoulder, down through center to the left. You're welcome to close your eyes as you just gently roll side to side. We carry so much stress in our neck and in our shoulders, so we're just trying to let that go here in the beginning of class. So one more time, each side goes slowly. Beautiful job. Let's come back to center, lift the chin, open those eyes. We're going to come onto all fours onto our mat, and we're going to flow through cow and cat pose. So just come on all fours, and as you inhale, I invite you to just gaze up, open up your chest, and as you exhale, you round the spine, chin draws toward chest. Again, inhaling. And exhale. Just continue at your own pace. All the while just scanning the body, see how you feel. Just one more time through. So we're just using this as a gentle warm-up. Find that neutral spine. Press back to child's pose. So we're going to be holding these poses for about a minute. So I want you to just come into a comfortable, relaxed stretch. So remaining in your child's pose, try to stretch your arms forward and spread the fingers wide. Just continue that slow, steady breath. Slowly begin to rise back up to all fours. We're going to thread the needle. We're going to start with the right arm underneath the left. Palm is up. Try to keep your hips up over your knees as you rest down onto the mat. So keep in mind, you can always roll the mat if this bothers your knees in any way, or use a blanket under your knees. So you're just lengthening that arm forward with the palm up. And you could use your mat here as resistance as you try to pull the arm back. You'll feel most likely a deeper stretch into the back of that shoulder and upper back. And I understand sometimes it's hard to just slow down and hold these poses. So just always go back to your intention, your why you chose to get on your mat today. And then just choose to stay. So slowly begin to lift back up. And we're going to rotate and do the same thing on the other side. So the left arm comes underneath you with the palm facing upward. Hips over knees. And come into that shoulder stretch. Let's go ahead and lift it back up. Walk those hands more forward as you step the feet back. And we're going to go into first downward facing dog. And always on this first one, I just like to just pedal out my feet. Just start to loosen everything up. And now we're going to come into the pose. So just holding that stretch. Fingers spread wide. You can always keep those knees slightly bent. Arms are strong. Just feel that opening in the back and all down the back of the legs. Just remain here, just relax your heels. It's fine if they never ever touch the floor. Don't worry about that. Just feel what's happening in your body. So now slowly we're going to start to bring our right foot towards the top of your mat. So if you need to manually assist your foot there, that's fine. fine. Just drop that knee. Always want to be sure your knee is right over that ankle. You can just walk your hands up. And again, this is one that sometimes it can bother. Just roll it under your knee for extra support. And now just relax your hips forward. Those low ribs are pulling in. Just a beautiful stretch here for the hip flexors in front of the thigh. So we're going to remain here. Just continue that nice steady breath with the option to maybe reach the arms up and maybe even arch back, taking the eyes slightly up towards the ceiling. So again, I'm just showing you some options here. You do what works for you. Now we're going to slowly start to come down, taking the hand, framing that front foot. And now we're going to straighten the forward leg and send the hips back. Pull the toes back up off the mat towards you. And it's okay if your leg's not perfectly straight. I just want you to enjoy that stretch down the back of the leg, down the hamstring. It can be tight for so many of us. And you're trying to lengthen your spine over that leg, like you're reaching the crown of your head down towards the foot. So again, we're going to stay here. I'm just going to give you a little bit of an option if you want to point the toe down in towards the mat. And then just soften into that stretch. So just finding your edge. We never want to force a pose, but we definitely want to feel that pose, find your edge, and then just stay, focusing all on the breath. So now we're going to start to come forward, step that foot back, and we're going to lower all the way down onto our mat, onto our bellies carefully, bringing your forearms right in front of you. Your elbows are right under your shoulders or maybe even slightly more forward. So gazing up, this is Sphinx pose. And if you want to make this stretch more intense, you just simply use your mat as resistance. Bring the elbows, pull them in towards the waist, and just enjoy that stretch for the front side of the body. It's also great for your low back. Almost there. Just breathe. So go ahead, gently release. Press back to child's pose. Extending those arms, rounding into that low back. And now we're going to come back forward, tuck the toes, and work your way into downward facing dog. No tension in the neck, the shoulders, we've let that go. So this is our second time here in this pose, so maybe you find maybe just a little bit more space in the back of the legs. Maybe you're able to relax your heels just a little bit closer down towards the floor. Now we're going to begin by bringing the left foot forward, coming into that kneeling lunge. Take your time, knee right over ankle. You want a straight line there. Just walk the hands up and relax into your hips. And I know sometimes, especially for me, it's hard to go slow. It's hard to just settle in. We're so busy in our lives, and this is a great time to just take 30 minutes or so and just stretch, relax, let go of all the tension that we hold on to in our bodies. Again, you're welcome to stay, or maybe reach your arms up, bringing those biceps right by the ears, and then even maybe taking the eyes up with just a small arch in the back. So start to just bring those arms down. Now we're going to come into that half split, into that hamstring stretch by straightening that forward leg. Pull the toes back. Lengthen through the back side of the body. Top of the head reaching towards the foot. Again, choosing to stay, or maybe we point the toe down into the mat. Find just a little deeper space through the back side of the leg and the back. So now we're just going to start to come forward, step back, and we're going to lower onto the mat one more time. This time we're going to bring our hands right by the chest, our elbows are in or straight behind us. Start to inhale and start to lengthen into a cobra pose. We won't hold this one quite as long. Just stretch into the front of the body. And remember, you could always go back and repeat Sphinx pose that we did the first time we were here. So in Cobra, we always want to keep our elbows slightly bent and our hips are down on the mat. Let's take one more breath, just stretch, and then release down slowly and carefully. Press back to your child's pose. And from this extended child's pose, start to walk the hands over to the right side and shifting your hips to the left. So just stretch into that side body. And then just start to walk the hands over to the other side, over to the left, shifting your hips to the right, and stretch all down that right side. So come back to the center, take one more nice deep stretch, inhale, And exhale. Let's come all the way up, and we're going to have a seat on our mat. We're going to start by extending the right leg out, and you're going to take your left foot just to the inner thigh. Sitting up tall, let's reach up and then over that extended leg. So again, never forcing, just relaxing into the stretch, hinging forward from the hips. Just one more breath. Just focus on that exhale, just letting go. And then start to walk those hands up. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So extend the left leg out. Right foot to that inner thigh. Reach it up. And then hinge forward. Any amount. Coming into that stretch for the hamstring all down the backside of the body. Again, one more just deep, relaxing breath. Exhale, soften, let everything go. Start to walk those hands back up. Now we're going to come down onto our mat. Just roll on down, knees are bent. Bring those feet right underneath the knees. We're going to lift up into bridge pose. So just press through the feet, lift your hips up. And today I'm actually going to bring you into supported bridge. So taking your hands to the low back. Just keep those eyes up to the ceiling. Now choose to keep those hands right where they are, or maybe take them to the mat. Walk the shoulders even more together. Some of you might choose to interlace your hands, do a chest expansion, or grab the elbows. Just do what works for your body, where you feel a nice opening. Just bring the hands to your sides, dropping the hips. Let's hug the knees into the chest. Maybe gently rock side to side onto that back. And now we're going to go into happy baby pose. So we're just going to lift our ankles over our knees, reaching up for the feet. I always hold on to my big toes, put my thumb on top, and then gently use my upper body. This is accessible to you. You are welcome to just grab the feet wherever you can, or even the back of the thighs, and just guide those knees down. You're trying to keep your shoulders on the mat, your entire spine, all the way to your tailbone pressing into the mat. Now we're just going to come out of the pose, extend your left leg out. Let's pull the right knee into the chest and then go into our spine twist, dropping the knee across the body, that right shoulder down on the mat. You're always welcome to turn and gaze down that right arm if it's comfortable for you. Let's go ahead and come up. We're going to switch sides. So this time pulling that left knee in. And then dropping it across the body for your spine twist. Let's come back onto our backs, hugging our knees into our chest one last time. And now we're going to extend out for our final pose of Shavasana, our resting pose. We'll be here for just a few moments, and then I'll bring you up. But I just encourage you to just bring stillness into your body, into your mind. This is probably the most important stretch we'll do, most important pose, that we will do. Just to take 1 minute out of your day for stillness. And then when you're soften your knees, roll to your right side into this fetal position. Just pausing for a moment to check in. And my hope is that you just feel better some way, either physically or mentally, or just taking some time for yourself on your mat. Let's help yourself up to have a seat. Let's reach the arms up over the head, bringing the hands to the heart, and from my heart to yours, namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for class, and I hope you have a blessed day. We'll see you next time.